Proverbs 25, 7b through 10. What your eyes have seen, do not hastily bring into court. For what will you do in the end when your neighbor puts you to shame? Argue your case with your neighbor themselves, and do not reveal another's secret, lest he who hears you brings shame upon you, and your ill repute have no end. May God Almighty, and Yahweh add to the blessing and reading of their word. Now my commentary against the twisting of the family. You got to remember, my history is my history. My truth is my truth, and I'm going to speak it. Adolf Hitler, I am his grandniece. Bedtime stories were about the Nazis, Satanists, and yes, Uncle Adolf. From my grandmother's own lips. And that's just the beginning of the stories I heard for the first 9 years of my life. And yes, until I was 18 or 22. And even beyond that. So, you can argue with me however you want to, but that is the truth. Okay. What your eyes have seen, you see a lot. You hear a lot. You sense a lot. Don't hastily, which means quickly, like right away, on the drop of the hat or the drop of the dime or the drop of, a raindrop. Bring it into court. Whether it's a judicial system, like a legal system, or whether it's a royal court. For what will you do in the end? Because you don't know all the facts. You don't know all the truth. When your neighbor puts you to shame, when another puts you to shame, because you thought you were in the right, though you didn't see everything that was going on, and you didn't know everything that was going on. I'm not talking about being put to shame because someone sets you up, or is oppressing you, or depressing you, or being a con, or a cunt, or a criminal towards you. I'm talking about truly, my neighbor has too many vehicles in their yard, like in their driveway, and so I want to take them to court. That kind of stuff. Argue your case with your neighbor themselves, which means, you know what? Before you take it to a judge, before you take it to a king or a queen, go talk to your neighbor. Try to work it out. Say, this is what I've been seeing. This is what I've been hearing. Is this true? Now, if they don't open the door, if they don't, want to talk to you, if they don't want to argue the case back, then just leave it on them and walk away. There's other laws at work that will bring about, revealing the truth of the matter. And do not reveal another's secret. Have someone told you something in confidence? Something about their inmost self or how they work or something like that? Don't reveal it. Now, is your neighbor raping the dog? Raping the child that's under 18, under 13? Are they harming someone that can't defend themselves? Telling that to someone else is not revealing someone's secret. It's exposing the truth. And most of the time you can hear this stuff. Wherever you are. If it's wrong, because the rubber does hit the road. Okay, lest he who hears you bring shame upon you. If you go and tell someone that Nazis and Satanists were closely related to me from eons ago through time and space, especially the last century and this century, if they try to shame you into shutting up, the onus is on them. The shame will really be on them because the truth is the truth. And even those around the family and far from the family know the truth. They just like me to speak the truth sometimes. They like to hear it. People. So that's what I do. But now, let's say like you tell someone, and you shouldn't because, it's wrong. Oh, I know that this person likes that person. And you're supposed to keep that secret. Yeah. Someone hears that you did that. They tell you that you were wrong. You are going to feel shame. If you feel that kind of shame, you have to deal with your own shame and you got to work it out. You got to work out your own sowing and reaping, especially this year because it is the year of sowing and reaping. Okay, and your ill repute, your ill reputation, your negative reputation, your negative honor, your negative standing among society will have no end. News is news, but no one likes a gossip. No one likes a backstabber. No one likes a backbiter. No one likes leeches. So, once again, these verses call for wisdom and discernment, and I think, society, you're pretty smart enough to figure it out. Peace. Toodaloo. Have a great day.